Good morning. Hello, and welcome back to T is for Temidayo. Today is January 2nd, 2026. It is 12:45 p.m. Today is day. Now this is going to get interesting because I no longer have the December days. Today is day 33 of 365 days of tea for me. Let's get started. Okay, so today we are going to do our quads because there's a lot of tissue and muscle there to be able to absorb this wonderful testosterone. And here we go. We're going to rub this on both quads. I'm sure there's a world in which I can pump once, rub it on one side, and then pump again, and then rub it on the other. But I'm like, pump twice, rub once. And we are good to go. We have already moisturized for the day, aka we have already exercised, and we are good to go. We are good to go. All done. Okay. So today we're going to talk about something that's a little sensitive. I mean, every topic is sensitive, as I was told by a dear friend, Taj Levi, when it comes to especially talking to other folks about their tea journey. But we're going to talk specifically today about growth in places. So, I was with my partner, Hayok, yesterday, and they mentioned to me, like, oh, it seems like your bottom, your front side of your bottom is growing. And I was like, is it? Now, I don't really notice because for me, like many people across the gender spectrum, I don't really pay attention too much to what's going on down there because, frankly, I'm like, so long as it's healthy and it's functioning in the sense where I can use the restroom if I need to, and I can, nothing is out of place, and all of the blood work comes back fine. I'm like, I don't really need to know too much about what's going on down there, especially because it can accidentally trigger some dysphoria. And as you all know, I spent the last long 6 days, mind you, 6 days. It's usually like 5 days, and it starts right on time for my cycle. But this cycle, not only did it start early, it lasted longer. And I was like, eek, actually. Um, the body dysmorphia, the body dysphoria. But it finally like started to end pretty much yesterday, and they were like, yeah, I just noticed like the front side of your bottom um is bigger. And I was like, oh, okay. um I was really excited to hear this news. In fact, it truly like inspired some serious gender euphoria, and I felt so like elated and ecstatic. I ended up just like feeling tingly and glistening all over while we were together, and I was like, this is really nice. That it was more like a surprise because I've been tracking my body growth in terms of like facial hair, in terms of trach protrusion, in terms of like muscle growth and where that muscle is being formed. But that's not an area specifically that I was like, I'm gonna be on the lookout for, which I think has been better because it is something that I've been looking forward to, a little bit of bottom growth, but it wasn't like, I'm glad I wasn't actively tracking it the same way that I've been tracking other parts of my physical changes. So yeah, that happened yesterday, and I was super duper excited about it. And then I was like, okay, and we're kind of moving on. Now, this morning, the morning of January 2nd, 2026, I woke up and my chest was tender. Tender. To the point where I was like, could I be with child? Let me just say this. There is no way. There is absolutely, positively, medically no way that that is possible. So obviously I was joking with myself because you hear like the only time that people get that kind of chest tenderness is when they are with child. I was like, knowing that that's 100% impossible. I was like, so then what is this? And maybe it is, in fact, a part of the same change, right? Like these two things are happening at the same time. I don't know as much about chest tenderness as I know about sort of like front bottom growth. Um, so I'm probably gonna ask a friend and or Reddit. This might be the time to actually start looking on the internet. Now, let me just say this about the internet. As you and I both know, that place is full of lies. I'll just say it frankly. The internet is full of lies. And not only is it full of lies when it comes to this particular area, right, that's been wholly under researched medically, everybody's transition is different. So I can hear, and I often hear, contradictory information from the same forums um, about, like, yeah, this is what I was experiencing. And then someone being like, in the comments, actually, I experienced the exact opposite. And I'm like, fantastic. So what you're saying is it's all a wash. There's no, that nobody has any idea what's going to happen, what's going to go on. But it is still helpful to see like what the general sort of conversation is about this topic. So I'm gonna do some sleuthing about what folks are saying in terms of chest tenderness. And we're gonna go to our friendly neighborhood Reddit. And now you all know as well, Reddit is a minefield. Um, I'm just gonna type in chest tenderness on testosterone, the other kind of macaroni. Chest tightness and discomfort. Does testosterone actually do anything to your chest? Because I've heard mixed things. Yes, it redistributes fat, including fat into your chest. How much of the difference does it make depends on the person. Chest pain and discomfort on only 120 milligrams of test E. Okay. Are you using E or interesting? Testosterone slash breast tenderness. Okay. Side effects of testosterone therapy, testosterone on heart, chest pain update, heart, chest, sore, boobs. Interesting. Yee. Can testosterone cause chest, throat? Okay, so there's a lot here. Let's just click on one that has comments. The one that's 3 years old, and it says, and it's on a forum, FTM. And it says, does testosterone actually do anything to your chest? Because I've heard mixed things. And it says 20 comments. So I'll just see really quickly. First one says, yes, it redistributes fat, including the fat on your chest. How much of a difference this makes depends on the person. And someone responded, this, I dropped a whole cup size the first 9 months, but tea also made me lose a lot of weight that first year, so hard to say. It also made them much less firm, so it was easier to bind. Interesting. Next comment says, if your chest has a lot of fat, it will redistribute to the other parts of the body. If your chest is densely breast tissued, you won't see much change. Interesting. And what information do you have to back that up? Ah! Someone else said, I'm almost 3 months on tea. I noticed a nice reduction of chest area. It shrank. I'm seeing a lot of redistribution, went down a cup size. I feel them less. If they move, I can't tell. It didn't for me, though. Someone did say it didn't for me. Someone said, yes, my chest is smaller but hairier, and I have comparison pictures on my profile. Ah! Okay, so it looks like, once again, there is a wash, as I was expecting. And I will actually link that forum in the show notes, if you will. And a couple of things that seem to be reoccurring. And again, this is one forum. This is 3 years ago, and it also does not talk about how these people were administering testosterone to themselves or how long. Some of them did say how long, some of them didn't say how long. And again, people lie on the internet. People exaggerate the truth, people shrink the truth, people omit the truth. There are many ways people can lie on the internet. But it does sound like there is at least a relationship between being on tea and having some sort of chest transformation. And I think that's as far as I can go because at that point, I'm like, I just need more research. A lot of people are saying a lot of things, and I can only take this as case study by case study. Again, 3 years ago. So I'm gonna do some more research, probably spend a little bit more time on that forum. Feel free to do the same as well. But yeah, I'm excited for whatever physical changes are happening in my body. Whatever feels good is really what I'm most excited for. So in that spirit, we'll call it a day there. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. TisforTemidayo. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.